guys, and welcome to another video of the ASMR variety. Now, today I'm going to be doing two videos, okay? First of all, an ASMR video, which is this one. And what I've got is some onion rings, some cheese sauce, which is here, and some French onion soup, because I've never tried it. So I want to give that a try. You can't really see in the bowl, unfortunately, but it's there. French onion soup. Okay, so to drink, I've got a bottle of a Pepsi Max. And as always, I've got skeleton, the eyebrow, and the ball. And it's very fizzy indeed. Now, as I said, I'm doing two videos. This is the ASMR one, so I'm gonna get stuck into this. These are the onion rings, and I'm gonna dip them into my cheese sauce. The other video, which I'm going to be putting up later, is a dream horror game lineup. And what I mean by that is, a sort of, it may not necessarily be real. It's a dream lineup, but it also will have real games too. So, some trailers will be fan-made, and some trailers will be real trailers. So if you're interested in that, guys, then just keep an eye out. I will be uploading that soon. Right, here, have some French onion soup. Let's try this. What made me want this was Adam Sandler. I was watching the movie Blended, and he goes on this blind date with Drew Barrymore, and he drinks her beer while she's going to the bathroom, and she has some buffalo prawns, I think, or something, this really hot sauce, and she goes to drink the beer because it's so hot, and she goes, "Did you drink my beer?" And he goes, "No, I think you did." He goes, "Here, I have some French onion soup," and it just made me want it, So I've done it with some cheese sauce, which isn't very thick actually. I should have made it a bit thicker, but and a bottle of rum. Yeah, because today, guys, is Friday the 13th. We try it with a French onion soup. And the cheese sauce. Yeah, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about the movies, you know. French onion soup. Yeah, the first one came out in 1980. Back in 1980. It was really good. It was another good one, like Halloween. We had someone killing people in this summer camp. It turned out that a boy had drowned there years ago. And it was his mother killing everybody. Well, the mother ends up getting decapitated by Alice. Alice is lying in a boat, and the little boy that drowned jumps up, pulls her under the lake. Well, the following year you had Friday the 13th, part 2. And in this one, the boy, Jason, is now older. And he's now getting his revenge. So, you know, it opens up with Alice sort of having the dream, you know, or nightmare of Jason pulling her into the lake. And she's walking around her apartment. Gets a phone call from her mum. And then after, gets killed by Jason. It was really weird. I've probably told you about this. And that is that a movie came out called The Elephant Man, and it scared the bejesus out of me. I really hated it, you know. But what was weird is that I loved Friday the 13th part 2. Even though he looks the same as the Elephant Man, but it didn't scare me at all because it was a horror film, you know. It didn't frighten me at all, but, you know, Elephant Man was a drama, you know, and this poor guy's being victimised and stuff. Made it scary for some reason to me. But yeah, so in part 2, you got Jason now wandering around the camp, you know, basically bumping off the councillors one by one. Yeah, and it's that one was really good. You then had part 3, which was in 3D, and that was really good. That's where Jason first gets his hockey kills the bloke and then ends up with a hockey mask, and that's the sort of Jason we all sort of know, all come to know and love, you know. And there's been like quite a few that followed. Part 5 was a bit of a letdown for me because it didn't have Jason in it, unfortunately, so I didn't really like that. But then they came back with Jason Lives, which was part 6. And that I did like because, you know, Jason is dead. And Tommy wants to go and make sure he's dead and stab him through the heart like a vampire. But what actually happens is on like this stormy night, lightning everywhere. And instead, once he's put it through his heart, lightning strikes. And it goes through Jason's body and he wakes up. And of course goes on a killing spree again. Let me move my soup. Oh, I don't know if you might be able to see it a bit better now. French onion soup. Yeah. And he goes on a killing spree. Yeah, that one's really good. I liked that. Then you had one called A New Blood, which was interesting because it involved a girl that's got telekinesis. Yeah, so it's sort of Jason, you know, versus Carrie kind of thing. Yeah. Another one, which is another one of my favourites, was part 8, which was Jason Takes Manhattan, where he ends up. Again, he's at the bottom of the lake, chained to the bottom of the lake. And again, lightning strikes the chain. Somehow, I can't remember. But he comes back to life again and he ends up on this big cruise ship. And that's good too, because he ends up getting off the ship and walking around New York. And there's this really funny part. It's like, there's lots of funny bits actually, some really good bits. That's where this one of the kids, he's like a boxer, he does boxing and he's pounding away at Jason. And after he's sort of punched himself out, he goes, "Take your best shot." Jason just punches him and knocks his head completely off. And it falls off the roof and lands in this dumpster, which is really funny. You then have this gang on the street, and they just stood there and they've got this boombox blasting out this music. Jason just walks past, kicks the boombox flying. So one of the members of the gang is like this young kid. He goes, "Hi," you know, and he gets his knife out. Jason just turns around, lifts up his mask, and they all go, "It's all right, man, it's cool," and they all run off. It's like, it's really funny, really good one. I really enjoyed that. So you had loads of them. After that, you had Jason X, where Jason was frozen, and he defrosts on this like spaceship. So he's pretty much going around on this spaceship. He's like, you know, killing everyone, and the killings are actually really quite, you know, creative. a sip on my Pepsi yet. Cheers. And you had Freddy versus Jason, and you know, they remade Friday the 13th. I was going to say recently, but it's probably years ago now. And it's really cool because Jason's pretty smart in it, you know. And again, that's a very good film. So if you've never watched one, today's the day to do it. Me and Travis License have got some drinks, and we're going to be watching, you know, going to have a Friday the 13th night tonight, which would be great. So, right, French onion soup, very nice. My this sucked because I didn't make it thick enough. Onion rings always delicious. I love them. So that's all good. Oh, guys, right, as I said, this video is for relaxation. The next video, which I'm going to be posting, which should be tonight sometime, let's keep an eye out, is trailers. Some are real, some are made up. Okay, most of them are made up actually when I think about it. But yeah, it's a dream lineup of horror games, and there's a couple